Spurred by the oil shocks of the 1970s, Japan's initiatives to develop next-generation energy sources took hold throughout the country. Solar Frontier's own legacy goes back to 1978, when we began developing solar energy solutions that would help achieve a more efficient energy future. At the time, our company not only engaged in R&D activities, but we also imported and manufactured silicon modules. Our research identified CIS as having the greatest potential of any solar technology. That is why from 1993, we dedicated ourselves solely to advancing CIS. And by 2005, we were confident that our proprietary technology was ready for commercialization. Our company, known then as Showa Shell Solar, was established as a subsidiary of Showa Shell Sekiyu in 2006. And in 2010, we renamed the company to align with our international sales brand, Solar Frontier. Solar power is recognized by countries around the world as an important source of energy, and more countries are announcing government plans in support of installing solar power. Solar Frontier is fully committed to pursuing business in its home market of Japan, as well as international business. With offices in Germany, the United States, and Saudi Arabia, Solar Frontier is able to respond rapidly to the highest potential and fastest growing solar markets in the world. With these bases in place, Solar Frontier is establishing partnerships with leading global companies. Our partners include one of the world's largest corporations, GE. In addition to supplying GE with our CIS modules, together we are also co-developing installation and system technologies for large-scale power plants. On the R&D front, we are co-developing evolutionary next-generation PV technology with industry research leader IBM. Around the world, Solar Frontier continues to expand its global partner portfolio. Our CIS modules have been gaining acceptance in markets across the globe. In Saudi Arabia, we are supplying modules for the world's largest solar car park at 10 megawatts for Saudi Aramco, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia's national oil company. Solar Frontier modules also supplied the electricity for a large-scale power plant in Thailand. In Niigata, Solar Frontier panels were selected for the first megawatt-scale commercial solar power generation site in Japan. In addition, one of Japan's largest solar power plants, the 10-megawatt installation in Kome Kurayama in Yamanashi, is being developed using Solar Frontier modules. Solar Frontier's global ambitions initially began with a 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter substrate. From there, we set ever more ambitious targets, developing larger modules for commercialization. Success with commercialization gave rise to Solar Frontier's mission to create the most economical, ecological solar energy solutions on Earth, on the world's largest scale. In 2009, Solar Frontier established one of the most advanced thin-film PV R&D facilities in the world, the Atsugi Research Center. Our Atsugi Research Center scientists have set numerous world records for conversion efficiency on a 30 centimeter by 30 centimeter CIS submodule, such as 17.2% efficiency in 2011. These technological advancements form the basis for our ambitious technology roadmap. But the Atsugi Research Center is also the site of our pilot plant, where we develop manufacturing processes which can then be scaled up to production level. The center is also the location of our environmental testing facilities. This includes testing against extremes of heat, moisture, weight, wind, and even projectile impacts. An exhaustive amount of development goes into the creation of our CIS thin film technology. But what exactly is the science behind this technology, and what are its benefits? CIS denotes key ingredients: copper, indium, and selenium, which have unique properties in combination with gallium and sulfur. At 1 to 2 microns thick, our light absorption layer is over 100 times thinner than standard crystalline cells. Together with an industry-leading production process, this means that our modules can be produced with fewer resources and only 2/3 the steps required for standard crystalline silicon panels. The entire process also requires significantly less energy. Where a standard crystalline silicon panel requires about 1.5 years to generate the same amount of electricity used in its production, CIS modules have an energy payback time of less than 1 year. On top of that, our modules do not include cadmium and are lead-free, so our modules have no special recycling requirements. Cell layout and circuitry design ensure that our CIS modules can produce a more stable energy output when covered by shadows. While our modules experience higher output than factory specifications because of the unique CIS property of light soaking. Tested side by side with equal capacity crystalline silicon modules, our modules have produced approximately 8% more energy over the duration of a year. All of Solar Frontier's manufacturing facilities are located in Miyazaki, Japan, known as one of the most sunlight-soaked areas in the nation. We launched CIS commercial production in 2007 when we began operation at Miyazaki Plant 1 with 20 megawatts of annual capacity. Using the experience and know-how we gained from our first production plant, we began to construct a second plant with an annual capacity of 60 megawatts, which launched in June 2009. Then, in February 2011, Solar Frontier's third plant, the Kunitomi plant, started commercial production. At 900 megawatts, the Kunitomi plant raises Solar Frontier's annual production capacity to gigawatt scale. The Kunitomi plant is the world's largest CIS thin-film module production plant. It is from the Kunitomi plant that our global distribution network begins, supplying customers in the residential, commercial, and utility-scale markets around the world.